This segment of Naperville Sports Weekly is brought to you by the Daily Herald.
We're joined with Mark Jager, the swimming coach here at Metea Valley. Thanks for joining us, Coach.
Absolutely, thank you.
How long have you been the head swimming coach here at Metea Valley?
I started here when we opened, so this is my 7th year as the boys head coach, but I took over the girls program. This is my 3rd year with the girls program. So, but overall 7 years, 3 years with the girls.
So you've only had 3 years with the girls, like you said, but you've kind of been probably around the team, covering the boys team as well. What are some things that you've seen from this girls team? Such an incredible group of seniors: Amanda Burson, Madeline Sandberg, Jacqueline Kirchen, to name a few, that have just, perennial trips to state. What can you say about what those girls have done through their careers?
Well, the biggest thing that we've seen from them is the growth and the maturity. The way that they approach every meet with a different sort of confidence. That's been the biggest thing, and I think that's what kids struggle with the most. When they're young, qualifying for state as a freshman or sophomore, it's like deer in headlights. They don't really know what to expect. Yeah. And so we see a lot of growth in that area from all 3 of those girls. And we look to them to be leaders with the younger kids that we're hoping to get down to state too.
And what are some things that you've seen from them, perhaps stepping up as more of a leadership role, like you said, now that they're in their senior season?
Well, and I think a lot of that is just leading by example in the water. Their work ethic in the pool during practice and sets, that's improved. The work that they've done with their teammates outside of the water as well. I think they've talked to them about being a team, about getting along, and that we've seen a lot of growth with that, and that's really been great for the team.
You've had some successful finishes from all those girls that have made the trip to state, but looking at the boys' side, swimmers like Jordan O'Brien, individual state champion, Matt Salerno's finished as a runner-up individually. Yeah. Seeing some peers from Metea Valley, does that kind of give the girls any extra motivation? Do you think that, knowing that, hey, someone from Metea has won an individual state title in swimming, I'd kind of like to join that group myself?
I think absolutely. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of been some of the conversation that we hear as coaches. We hear about, I want to be the first female swimming state champion. We do hear that. I won't say from who. But it's certainly it's something that I think that motivates the girls and something that they strive to do. So seeing people like Jordan and Matt kind of forge the way in swimming for our school has been awesome. It was awesome to watch and be a part of. But we do have the girls that want to be part of that as well. So I think they kind of feed that desire, and I think they can certainly achieve that goal.
We're here at the pool, got a late season practice going on. So with sectionals coming up, state right around the corner, what are some things that you work on at these late season practices? Well,
right now it's not about conditioning. Now it's about fine tuning, resting, working on some of those fast twitch muscles, sprinting. But more or less, the focus is rest. And this is the time of the season where they get to recover a little bit, because we've been pounding them a little bit, trying to get them real tired, learning how to swim fast, tired, and now they're ready to go to the next thing. So it's a fun time, but it's a stressful time for coaches too.
Obviously, every time they get in the pool throughout the season with their meets, they want to be getting time drops and improve each and every time that they get out there. What are some things that you stress as a coach at this point of the season when the meets can get hectic and perhaps a little overwhelming, where girls are maybe thinking ahead, like, I need to have my best meet today? How do you kind of just get them to relax and let them know that this is just another meet in a sense?
Well, in the beginning of the season, those first couple dual meets, typically what we see is we see a lot of fast swims to begin the season. As the season progresses, you start to see a lot of the maybe lack of conditioning catching up with them, or the intense training catches up with them, and then you start to see those times kind of slump. So we focus on the little things that are going to help them race well. At this time of the season, every race is important. Conference, we can still experiment with a couple of things, but sectionals is it. And if you don't have your best swim at sectionals, you're not going to advance to state. So it's a big deal. It's a big deal for everybody that swims at sectionals. For us as coaches, it's a big deal for every swimmer, every student that participates at conference, because that's their pinnacle. that's their big meet of the season. So this time of the year it's kind of more intense for us because we want good swims for everybody, you know, and so it's stressful, you know, but it's fun, a lot of fun.
So you mentioned you want to get good swims from everybody. We've talked about a little bit of the senior leadership on this team. Who are some others, perhaps underclassmen, that you've been really impressed with this season?
Well, last year we had Anna Scoville and Sadie Gregory that represented our team at state as well. And they've been really doing a great job this year. We're looking for big things with them. And then our newcomer, Riley Stone, she's a freshman. She's had a really great season, nice impact swimmer. So between those three and our upperclassmen, I think, you know, that's kind of our core right now. So, you know, between those group of girls, I think that's, you know, those are the ones that are going to probably make the, those are the ones that are probably going to be representing us, whether it be in an individual event, relay events, or multiple events.
With sectionals right around the corner, as a coach, what are you looking to see out of your team at that meet?
Well, it can get a little bit tricky because, you know, for those kids that have been swimming at or near state qualifying times throughout the season, we look for them to continue that performance. And they may not be completely rested. For those kids that are trying to make a cut, we're looking for season best, lifetime best. So every swim, every time we have a student or a swimmer in the water, you know, that's we're looking for some fast swims, you know, and that's kind of, it's make it or break it at a sectional meet.
And with so many athletes that have swam under you making the trip to state, just to see that as a coach when you know that they get that qualifying time, what's that feeling like for you? Just, you know, getting to see the joy on their faces knowing that they made the trip, or perhaps getting to break the news to them if they don't realize it.
Well, it's awesome. I mean, it's really the best feeling. You know, we are educators first, and so we're always trying to teach kids, and so it's a nice feeling to know that you've taught them something, you've trained them properly. But on the other hand, you know, it can be really disappointing because you want them to do really well and they fall just short. But that falling short might be a lifetime best for them. And they can still be disappointed with it, but it's really a great feeling. I think, you know, it's you know, as a coach, it's not about us, it's about the kids, and we want them to achieve everything that they possibly can out of athletics, certainly, but at school as well. I mean, that's the primary goal, is being a strong student athlete. But for them to achieve their goals in the water, it's really a great feeling and satisfying for us as coaches.
Any final thoughts on the season or things we should keep an eye on at sectionals and hopefully state?
I think, you know, I think this can be an impactful year for the girls program. I think this could be our best showing to date. We've had some great female swimmers in the past, but I think this is our biggest, best group that we've had from top to bottom. So, you know, I think we're looking to have our best showing and continue to make our name known out there.
Best of luck the rest of the way, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.